All right, to watch this video for Monday, January 28th. We've almost got January in the books. Before I get into the watch list, I just want to tip my cap we had a huge turnout on Saturday. Great class put on by Wayne, over 5 hours. I told you guys all last week, just knowing Wayne, he kept saying, I don't know how long it's going to be. I said, at least 4 hours. And we went to 5 hours, but amazing. All the game tape he has recorded from trades in the chat room, the detail, the passion comes through with that guy. It's fun to watch. So hats off to Wayne, but also hats off to everybody who showed up. Because like I said, a lot of people are spending Saturday mornings hungover, and it's the, as Wayne calls them, GTMIs, the ones that are going to make it as professional day traders that spend 5 hours on a Saturday. And I was really impressed with the number of people that showed up, and the numbers didn't dwindle throughout the day. They stayed right at the top, so really nice. And if you've taken our course and you weren't there, the recordings are up. As always, all continuing education is free to anyone who's ever taken our course. So it's like free lifetime classes, basically. And I'm always impressed watching what Wayne puts together, and absolutely loved it on Saturday. So, all right, enough of that. The SPY closed about where it opened on Friday, and it's had this big sell-off and a big bounce, and now it's kind of finding maybe a smaller, tighter range that it's putting in. I don't live and die by the SPY, though. I always want to check it, see where we are, see if we're close to a breakdown or if we're close to a breakout. And if you could just picture a line here, I guess I could have put one on the chart, but I didn't. Picture a line up here at the most recent high and a line down here at the most recent low, and look where we are. It's not hard to argue. We're just sitting in the middle of the range. Even though you've had a lot of chaos lately, we're sitting in the middle of the past 4 months range, right? So there's nothing really exciting there, which means we just go ahead and start every day with a watch list and place our trades and go to cash at night. So what am I watching for Monday? AWSM. Really like this chart. Had this monster move back here, but then since then, you had a nice volume pop that topped out at 278. It hit 274 right here, so a lower high, and now it's curling back up. Friday's high 255, over 255. You could see this getting through this 274 and then taking out this 278, and then you're basically breaking out of this volume pop and flagging, and who knows, maybe the 200-day comes into play, but it's a handsome chart. Going to be on watch on Monday. APRN, I've been talking about this chart for a while. Nice pop back here and flagging. Tried to curl up out of that flag on Friday, but closing off of its highs. I don't love this as a day trader, obviously, because look at the range, the daily range. I mean, the biggest candle you'll see on this whole chart is probably this one, and that was not even 40 cents. So, for me, stuff like this isn't that fun to trade because yeah, there's a little more liquidity there, but at the same time, if you want to make some money, you got to take some stupid size, and I'm not that comfortable doing that on something that really rarely moves. I will say, though, that it topped out at 150. So one of these days through 150, then I look to the left and say, then you've got a 155 recent high, and then maybe a breakout. So I'll have it on watch, and I got a really small list today because I just couldn't find much. So Roku, very strong. Big pop back here for 2 days. That topped out at 44.48. It's been consolidating, riding the 8-day moving average, and now curling up. So this one looks like, maybe an imminent breakout. I would point out the 200-day there. Plenty of liquidity in that name, so we'll be watching that one. I like the small caps. BOXL had this nice 2-day pop, and 2 days lower on declining volume. Definitely deserves to be on bounce watch. BRS. Big volume spike is what caught my attention. I looked around and could not find news on this. Maybe there was, and I just couldn't find it. It popped all the way to 488 before settling all the way back down at 417. So I don't like that it gave most of the pop back. But if we go to 5-minute candles, you see there's the big move, and then it came back down and kind of held the middle of the range on the day for the rest of the day. So it's got to be on watch. HYRE. The reason I don't like this one very much is because it went from, had this huge move back here and then pulled back. And then, I don't know, this took about 2 weeks to pull back. And then Friday's candle was the range of the last 2 weeks. So to test recent highs. So for me, this is in the short term very extended. So what I'd like to see is, a sideways move for a few days, but I am going to put it on watch. It's worth noting that it went from 345 to 464. It did that on 439,000 shares. So this is probably pretty whippy too. And then Overstock, I'm going to put that one on watch. It did break out of this range we were watching on Friday. Really nice breakout. I know some of you in chat took a trade in that one. I never did get involved. I wish I did. I'd probably sound a lot happier in this video today. Having said that, though, my account is at all-time highs, and that is from following what we teach in the course and going to cash every night, right? Starting each day with a watch list, adding pre-market gappers to that watch list, and then applying our A-plus setups on an intraday basis and everything that we teach in the course. Applying all of that every day is what's got me sitting at all-time highs. And, I'm always jealous when I wake up and I see, I know some people had swing trades from the previous day and then they're gapping up 50%. I'm always jealous of those people, and I'm envious, and I'm also happy for them. I love to see people make money in the market. But at the same time, I have never woken up to a stock that I own gapping down 50% either. So that just meets my personality, is being in cash every night, logging in with a set of rules and a set of stocks to watch, and hopefully being green every day, grinding it out that way. So that's just my personality. All right, I'm done babbling. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see y'all on Monday.